Alright, what's going on, worldwide sports and entertainment viewers? My name is Jake. I'm doing this on my channel right now, but I have it as an unlisted video. I did a bunch of settings like that. I'm going to download it and then put it on here because, just because, I can't find the freaking words what I'm trying to use. I'm not sure if Blake wants me to go ahead and just start doing the live stream and stuff. I don't even think that we have permission to do that right now. So I'm going to get to the impact review. I have to say thank you guys, first of all, for tuning into the review. And just overall, thank you guys in general. I want to, before I start to the video, please hit like and hit that subscribe button. And I will leave a link. I forgot to do this. I will leave a link in the description to my channel. So please go check that out. So, to kick off the show, we get a Money, Power, and Respect, who is also known as MVP, Kenny King, and Bobby Lashley. We get a video package recapping their reign of terror on TNA. Okay, cool, whatever. Good way to start the show every week with that, though, nonetheless. Then we get a Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe segment. Basically, Kurt Angle comes out, thanks the fans, says he's gonna, whoa, yeah, we're gonna have change. He then announces that we will see EC3 versus Bully Ray in a tables match, the Wolves versus DJZ and Jessie versus Knux and the Freak in a tag title match, Angelina Love versus Gail Kim knockout title match, EY versus Lashley world title match. Basically, Joe comes out and he's like, you're no different than MVP or Dixie Carter. And they banter back and forth for a little bit. Basically, Angle's like, man, I want this version of Joe back. And Joe's like, be careful what you wish for. Let me think here for a minute, guys. This episode of Impact was decent. It wasn't nothing special. But at the very least, this was a good opening segment, in my opinion. So, good stuff, TNA. MVP was on the phone with someone. Roode walks in and sees him, and then MVP jumps him from behind. They fought backstage like in old school wrestling, like you would see from back then. It was awesome. It was epic, and it wasn't epic, but it was a good fight, in my opinion. Basically, they would just plant seeds for stuff that would happen later on in the show. Basically, they go to commercial break, they come back, and Roode and Angle are talking about what just happened. They were like, oh, we're going to go figure out this situation right now. They would see a TNA tag team title match. It would be Jessie and DJZ, who is Zima Ion, versus Knux and the Freak versus the Wolves. It was a decent tag match, nothing special, ending with the Wolves going over into like a launch into a roundhouse kick. Eddie Edwards threw Jessie, I believe, into the air, and Davey hit a roundhouse kick. I want to apologize for this video being late, by the way. Instead, I'm sitting here on July 4th because I'm home alone because everyone else is out doing stuff, and I have to, I just didn't make any plans really, so I'm home alone, it's fine though. It's awesome because I can get to create content all day for my epic subscribers and for the epic subscribers of this channel. I'm gonna before I move on, there will be a link to my channel, like I said, in the description below. There you will see a link to my blog. Please go check that out. That's like going to be exclusive content on there. I've got big plans for that blog, by the way. Big plans. Kurt Angle, he's backstage with MVP, Roode, and Kenny King, and basically sets up a street fight between Roode and Kenny King. Before the match, Roode comes out, thanks Angle, then calls up Kenny King. Kenny King comes out and says that him and Roode are gonna break, or him and MVP are gonna break Roode's neck. Angle comes out and ushers MVP out of the building, or not out of the building, but out of the little ring area. Roode chumps Kenny on the ramp. Some of the cool spots of the match. This one could have been a lot better. But, like, Roode goes to throw Kenny King over the ramp, and Kenny's holding on for dear life. God bless his heart. This looks so bad. I feel so sorry for Kenny right now because he tried his best. He really did. He tried his best here to make it look real. So Roode throws him out. He throws him out of that little area. And Kenny lands. Basically like he's sitting here. I can't turn my webcam on though. Right now. I'm having issues with my webcam and my recording for some reason, my audio recording. But like Kenny's holding on to like these guardrails and Roode's trying to throw him over the guardrail. And Roode just like slowly, it took him like 30 seconds to do it, and it looked so bad, but thank God Kenny tried to make it look good. But Roode ended up going over with a Roode bomb on a chair to counter the Royal Flush. Good stuff, in my opinion. That was a good fight. And they were fighting in street clothes, mind you. EC3 cut a backstage promo on Bully Ray and said he's never going to put him through a table, basically. Roode cut a backstage promo about his past with Kurt Angle and says that he will take out money, power, and respect, and that he's going to win the World Heavyweight title. Good stuff. Because he put the focus on the title. Thank you, TNA, for doing something that WWE won't do and putting the focus on the title. Thank you. I'm not yelling at the viewers. I'm really mad. I'm never watching WWE again. WWE, if you want my ratings back, too bad. You're never going to get it. I don't care if the Attitude Era comes back. I'm never watching your product again because I know John Cena is going to be the face of it for the next 3 to 4 years anyway. He's going to retire after probably about 2 or 3 more years of it. Austin Aries is backstage, Kurt Angle. They're talking about confidence, and Aries is like, well, I never got my rematch for the X Division title. Angle is like, you know what? You'll get it next week, and hey, maybe we should have a match one day. And Aries is like, yeah, that'd be epic, and the fans would love it. So we'll be seeing that later on down the road. They already had a match, but I think that they meant on like a bigger scale because the last match was just on Impact. It was a decent match, nothing special. Brittany's in the ring, and Brittany and Madison, they basically had this segment where basically all I need to know is that Brittany attacked Madison Rayne, and she turned heel. The segment sucked, but it was worth it to get the heel turn, in my opinion. Because, I mean, the only thing that sucks about this is that they aren't still doing the lesbian stuff. Maybe we'll get some more lesbian stuff now that she's turned heel. Maybe she can, like, I don't know, like, try to seduce her way into Madison Rayne or something, you know, and then like we get like a Samuel Shaw and Christy Hemme type storyline where she's trying to rape Madison Rayne or something. I don't know. The Smart Buster said it best. When it pertains to women's wrestling, I watch to masturbate. I don't, but they do. I want to see these. I do want to see segments like that though, because wrestling really, I don't care about women's wrestling. Not to be shallow. Bully basically cut a promo. He said, over my dead body over and over again. He's like, EC3, proved you were tough at Slammiversary, but you were lucky at the same time, and I'm going to put you through a table. MVP was backstage pumping up Bobby Lashley for his world title match. Good stuff. EC3 versus Rhino in a tables match. Rhino runs out in the middle of the match after a couple minutes. You know, like, Bully goes to powerbomb him through the table. EC3 chumps up. No, my bad. Spud runs in low blows, and Rhino runs out. Teases Goring Rockstar Spud, and then gores Bully. Excuse me there. Forgive me. And then EC3 would do like a loose chokeslam to Bully through the table to go over. Great stuff, TNA. Man, this was really good stuff. Thank you for doing stuff that actually makes sense, because then Rhino would cut a promo backstage saying that it's no one's business what he does, and he does what he wants to do. Good stuff. EY is backstage talking about how he's 0-3 against Lashley. Even though he beat him at Slammiversary, he's 0-3 in one-on-one matches. Like that matters. Basically, he says that he's crazy and that he's got a big heart. Oh, get out of here. No one cares about you. You want to know why? Because you're a midget. No one cares about midgets. I got some ranting to do here, too. We see a video package recapping the past few months of Samuel Shaw, Christy Hemme, Ken Anderson, and Gunner. That storyline. Before that, actually, I skipped over this in my notes. We saw a Bound for Glory video package, because it's going to be in Japan. I can't wait for that. Basically, Gunner takes Samuel Shaw into Ken Anderson's, like, he takes him backstage to Ken. Ken's like, okay, I guess I'll trust them since you're telling me to trust them. They go to Chrissy, and Ken's like, you gotta trust me and Gunner to protect you from him. He's safe now. He's different. Samuel Shaw's like, I'm sorry I tried to rape you. He didn't really say that, but let's be honest. The storyline was that he was going to rape Christy Hemme, people. The storyline was that he was going to rape her. Tell me otherwise. The storyline was literally Samuel Shaw is going to rape Christy Hemme. And Ken's saving her from being raped. Tell me I'm wrong, people. Knux is backstage with his crew talking about his dad wanting more money. Then Angelina Love and Velvet are backstage giving roughly Brian Stifler a boner. Angelina Love versus Gail Kim in a Knockouts title match. Basically, Velvet's guy got kicked out halfway through the match because Brian Hebner was the referee in this match instead of Stifler because Kurt Angle kicked Brian Stifler away from the match. So now they're big whores and they're trying to seduce Hebner. Basically, a bunch of bullcrap happens. Angelina Love does a bicycle kick, aka the Botox injection, to Gail Kim, who's on the top rope. She falls to the outside of the ring. Love puts her in the ring and then gets hit with an eat the feet for the 3 count. Match freaking sucked, but thank God we got a new Knockouts champion. Then we even see a replay of Bobby Lashley winning the TNA World Heavyweight Championship in the events of the past few weeks. Kurt Angle was backstage like, man, tonight's been successful. Next week, every title is going to be on the line except the world title, and there's going to be a #1 contender battle royal for the world title. And we already know who won because TNA put it on their Facebook. Yay, great for you, TNA. You just spoiled something for your viewers. I can let them pass on that, though. Then EY with Bobby Roode versus Lashley with MVP world title match. Roode and MVP get ejected, like, midway through the match, or like 30 seconds into the match, not midway, 30 seconds into the match, because they started tripping EY and Lashley, and Hebner's already just like, oh, that's enough. You're gone. Anyway, it was funny. I just thought that was really fun because they just started tripping, like, oh, you're gonna trip? No, I'll trip your friend. Basically, Bobby Lashley goes over with a spear on EY. It was a decent match, good main event. I'm glad that Bobby Lashley beat EY. The show as a whole, I would give a 5.5 out of 10. I'm gonna get going out, guys. Thank you, TNA. This was a really good show. Man, I love when they put on shows like this. So, without any further ado, I'm going to keep going, guys. Thank you guys for tuning to the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Go follow me on Twitter at Jake_theface. Go to my YouTube channel, hit like and subscribe, and check out my blog. I got to get going. Thank you guys for tuning to the video. Peace out.